Welcome back to another Whiteboard Wednesday. Today I want to talk to you all about adrenal dysfunction. Primarily I want to focus on hyperadrenalism and being stuck in a fight or flight state. So your nervous system has two branches, your rest and digest and your fight or flight. When you're in a fight or flight state, you are producing adrenaline and cortisol. For today's purpose, I want to talk about what happens when you're exposed to excess cortisol or prolonged cortisol levels too high for too long, which things like chronic stress can bring on. So as you know, COVID's tough, dieting's tough, working out is a stress, balancing friends, family, just life is more stressful than ever, which often leads to prolonged cortisol levels due to this chronic stress. When you're in this state, you're more prone to things such as obesity. Is it any wonder that we're more stressed and we're getting fatter than ever? No, I don't think so at all. The other thing is you'll see belly fat gain. Often as nutritionists, a lot of my clients say, I just seem to keep gaining fat in my belly, both men and women for no reason. Well, that's because cortisol likes to bind more into your belly fat than anywhere else, and that's due to an enzyme known as HSB, which is predominantly found in your belly fat area. The other thing is your blood pressure goes up, which is no good for your cardiovascular system. We all know that. Fatigue, depression, moodiness, these things all suck, but this is a sign of adrenal dysfunction. Irregular periods, if you're female, skipping periods, this is not good at all. You want to get this checked out. You want to work a plan to bring your period back and keep it healthy. Your sex drive will go down, which I'll explain in a second. And Alzheimer's risk will go up. This will be exposed to constant blood glucose in your bloodstream, which will leave you in an inflamed state. They actually, researchers and scientists now are noting that Alzheimer's might be known as type 3 diabetes. So what happens is when you're in this fight or flight state, cortisol is released and cortisol will stay elevated. And when it's elevated, your blood glucose will go up. So if you're waking up and your fasting numbers are above 100, that lets you know that cortisol could be the culprit behind this, unless you just didn't sleep long enough, which could be digestion of food, but more likely it's your cortisol being raised. What happens is when you're in this fight or flight state, your digestion goes down. I mean, your fight or flight state was made to help you run from a lion, so it's probably inconvenient if you're running from a lion to poop your pants. So your digestion gets shut down, which then allows food to back up, and it could cause other problems down the road, especially to gut health. The other thing is your neurotransmitters go down. Cortisol just starts robbing your neurotransmitters. This is how you can get depressed, moodiness, and fatigue, because it's robbing serotonin, which is your primary feel-good hormone. The other thing is sleep. When you're getting less than 6 hours of sleep, you're more prone to being insulin resistant, which will mean your blood glucose levels will go up. And then the other thing is cortisol and testosterone run on an axis with each other. So as your cortisol goes up, it's robbing from testosterone and DHEA, which DHEA is your anti-aging hormone, think in that terms. And in women, you'll see progesterone levels go down. So this is how it affects your sex hormones. Cortisol will trump everything because it needs to constantly be fed. So if your body's thinking that it needs to be on a guard, which chronic stress will do, to run away from the lion, which is your stress, it'll start robbing from your sex hormones. You will see this in blood work. You'll see with men low testosterone levels, with women low testosterone levels, and low progesterone levels. So how you can fix this though is you can stop doing all those hit-based activities. Your heart rate that high for too long is making your nervous system go into a fight or flight state. And then you get in your car and you read an email that pisses you off from someone or a text, and then you're just gonna keep that cycle going. So you wanna lower the hit-based activities all the way, and you wanna focus on rest. By resting, you'll be able to help your body go into a parasympathetic state to help relax and bring forth all the recovery that you need. The other thing is to get adequate calories. Calories is what feeds your body. Okay, so if you're doing these classes where you're burning 800 calories and you only eat 800 calories, why would your body want to lose body fat? So you want to give it adequate calories, especially from fruits and vegetables, because those provide micronutrients and vitamins, which are think of building blocks to your body, the foundation to build a healthier body. The other thing is focusing on sleep hygiene, having a routine, getting ready for bed, meditating and breath work, blue light blockers. These things will help you lower your cortisol and put you in a rest and digest state for bed, thus making your sleep more productive and helping you recover quicker. The other thing is hormone support. Sometimes you have to do supplements, sometimes you might need medicinal support. This is something I would base upon blood work. I use the comprehensive weight loss panel from lifeextension.com to be able to justify where I might want to send clients, and then that's something that you all can look at as a source too. The other thing is digestion support. When you're stuck in a stress state, your body is going to lower digestion, which means you could get something known as leaky gut. You want to make sure that your digestion is supported, giving it things to help create acid, help kind of get things going. This would be digestive enzymes, apple cider vinegar, glutamine to help soothe your gut, things like that. The other thing would be you could get blood work or saliva tests. So on that comprehensive weight loss panel, reverse T3 in your thyroid is found on there. If your thyroid reverse T3 is over 16, this lets you know that you prominently have a digestion issue, primarily your liver, because majority of thyroid conversion happens in your liver. And you will also be in a fight or flight state because that reverse T3 is so high, because what your body is doing is taking T3, the active fat burning hormone, and converting it into a bio-unavailable hormone known as reverse T3. And the other thing you can do is a saliva test, a 4-point cortisol test, really. So it's going to check it in the morning, afternoon, late in the afternoon, at night. And then throughout the day, you should see your cortisol be up in the morning and then go down. If it's off, if it's flip-flop, those let you know that you have cortisol issues. So I hope today was helpful. If you guys have any questions or if this resonates with you, feel free to email me at jeff@relentlessforever.com or find me on Instagram at jeffunbreakableblack.